In high definition, live, local, connected at 6 o'clock. This is Hawaii News Now.
The two dogs that I witnessed die were just wrapped up in newspaper and thrown into the rubbish bin.
You're looking at exclusive undercover video showing disturbing images of sick and dead animals. This at a facility two animal groups call a huge puppy farm right here on Oahu. Good evening, I'm Keahi Tucker.
And I'm Tanya Joaquin. The puppies are bred in Waimanalo and sold to a pet store in Pearl City. Tonight, a farm employee tells us he was so concerned about what was going on, he had to get help. Tim Sakahara has a story you'll see only on Hawaii News Now.
The front of the property looks pristine, but in the back, it's somewhat of a different story. And a warning, some of the images are considered graphic.
That's their bed, also serving as their food trough. You have 3 different breeds in one kennel for a total of 7 dogs.
This is video of the farm in Waimanalo, where there are more than 120 dogs from 23 different breeds. The voice you hear is a former employee who says the animals are neglected and left in filthy conditions with the rats.
I have never witnessed a dog being walked or let out of a cage for exercise.
He says animal welfare was not a priority here, and he contacted a non-profit group called Last Chance for Animals. One of its investigators then went undercover, posing as a California surfer looking for work in exchange for a place to stay. Some of what he saw is tough to watch, like this pug with a bad eye and this poodle with an injured leg and tissue oozing out of the wound.
For 7 days, every day I asked the same question. I said, when are you going to fix the poodle? And they said, today it's going to the vet. So I got that answer for 7 days straight. Today it's going to the vet. Today it's going to the vet. It never went to the vet.
Bryant says there were examples of sick or dying dogs, including this one, suffering from mange.
His entire body was a scab, and that scab would crack and peel and bleed on a daily basis, and the dog would sit in the corner and it would just shake and shake and shake. And you'd come up to the cage and it wasn't even responsive. It didn't care.
Then there's this video that shows a mother dog with 4 puppies. The small pen is covered in urine and feces. It's not only unsanitary, but Bryant says he saw puppies die from collapsed lungs in the cramped quarters.
Basically what would happen is the mother would roll over on the puppy and collapse the lung of the puppy. It couldn't breathe anymore, and then the dog would die.
He says dead dogs are rolled up in newspaper and thrown out with the trash.
It's disgusting is what it is.
Through public records, we identified the owner of the property, who also owns the Pet Spot in Pearl City, where some of the puppies are sold. She says she has nothing to do with the day-to-day operations at the farm, but when we visited, her father, Vernon Luke, happened to be walking by right as the Hawaiian Humane Society went in to investigate as part of a probe that's been going on for 2 years. Vernon Luke? Hi, Tim Sakahara, Hawaii News Now. I wanted to ask you a couple questions about the property here. We asked him about the allegations.
I don't think that it is that serious. As I said, we work with the Humane Society. I mean, they came out several times. We worked with them. They see what the dogs we have. I don't, there wasn't that kind of problem.
He also says he hasn't been involved with the operation for about 9 months and sold the majority share of the business to an associate named Dave Becker.
What's the big deal?
We showed him the undercover video. He says it's not as bad as the video makes it out to be, and he allowed our cameras on the property later. Becker says his staff picks up after the animals multiple times a day. Some do get sick or hurt, but that he takes them to the vet. As for the dog with the mange,
the dog with the disease and everything, I had medicine I was treating him with, and then it just, when it got too bad, okay, I took him to the vet and got instructions on how to take care of him.
And the poodle with the hurt leg, he did take to the veterinarian.
When I took him to the vet said it had cancer and the tumors were growing out, okay? And he tried to save it. He said that either we either put this dog under or we have to amputate the leg. So he made the decision saying that we know we didn't want anything to happen to the dog, so he amputated the leg.
They named him Lucky, and this is what he looks like now. They say he's healing and plan to adopt him out when he's better. As for the puppies that died, Becker said no dogs are thrown in the trash. They're buried in the back of the property, which is allowed on a farm. They had a response for everything and say they are doing nothing wrong. And in the end, the Humane Society did not issue a single citation. While Becker says the dogs have plenty of room, last chance for animals called the conditions inhumane.
I believe that dogs, when they sleep, dream, you know, and we all dream. And if you woke up in a place like that, you'd be living a nightmare.
The story continues tomorrow when we'll tell you why it's so difficult to regulate puppy breeding and the plans in store to change Hawaii's laws to better protect animals. In Waimanalo, Tim Sakahara, Hawaii News Now.